Hi, I'm Keela.
And I'm Ashley.
And we met on TikTok when our stories collided.
After we discussed our crazy, people wanted to tell us they're crazy.
So join us as we unpack a whole lot of crazy.
And we named this podcast after the one thing we definitely have in common, raising our mamas.
So welcome to Raising Barbara Jean and Wanda.
Warning, following episode is intended for mature audiences only. It contains graphic descriptions, adult dialogue, and strong language. Listener discretion is advised.
We talk about dramatic shit.
Hey, my name is Brian Nell. I'm a mortgage loan officer with Primis Mortgage. I want to tell you that I absolutely love being a member of the Spread the Positive Network. It's such a great mission and helps bring so much positivity to our community. It's truly be a pleasure and a part of what they do. There are a lot of ways to navigate financing a home. And in markets like this, having the advice of a trusted local professional is key to making sure you get the right advice for your specific circumstances. Whether you're interested in the purchase of a new home, second home, or have a need for a refinance, I'd love to earn your trust. If I can help you nail your mortgage, call me at 615-243-3976 or visit nailyourmortgage.com.
Primis Mortgage is a subsidiary of Primis Bank, a member FDIC. The housing opportunity, as always, all loans are subject to approval. Primis Mortgage and MLS number 1-800-4879.
That's so funny. They showed up their
This
girlfriend.
is Chanci, by the way, from TikTok, if y'all don't know. I'm
Is that what you wanted us to do?
Yeah, introduce and stuff like.
Just a little formality.
Well, I never introduce people. Like, if somebody will walk up.
Look, my ego's so big, I think I don't need an
Exactly.
introduction.
Oh, that's worse.
It's like Brad Pitt sitting here, like, hello.
It's
No, but for
Chanci.
real, you said Jelly Roll was going to be here, and I'm like,
Oh no, we're going.
oh.
No, we're going to the concert.
My husband did the same thing. He's like, when the hell did y'all get Jelly Roll to come on the podcast?
Oh God! Oh,
I was like, babe,
no,
you and
we're
I are
going
going
to Jelly Roll.
to
To
watch
the-
That's
Jelly
fun.
Roll. Like, we're going to
But
see
that
him.
was if
Y'all
you
at
would've-
concerts?
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't.
If you should have told her that. Like, well, we're gonna have Jelly Roll the next week. Like, she would have been like, I've got to go because they're.
I literally felt like, not me the week before.
No,
Jelly
you're the
Roll.
biggest thing. Yes.
I feel pretty big. Y'all got a big show.
Well, it's getting there. We're gonna get, and I've actually been messaging several people that I follow on TikTok that, for some dumbass reason, I've never thought to ask them to be on the damn podcast, which are like Amanda Meadows,
She's good. I love her.
love her, and then B. Smith, which is the one that holds the crayon out of her mouth and talks about Brenda, the trailer park. Her,
Yeah.
Torchy.
Is she the one that I love? Torchy. If you get, I will go pick Torchy up myself.
Okay, well, you go get Torchy and you bring her back.
I
So I
will
think
go
she's in
dri-
like Texas.
I know.
Okay, I text Torchy and I'm gonna ask her to be on too.
Marcy, you should get Marcy to come on your podcast. Do you know my friend Marcy? She'll talk your head off.
Well,
No, but we'll get her.
yeah,
Marcy, come
yes.
on. Is she on TikTok?
Yeah, she's on TikTok.
So I don't know your actual whole story. I know that my sister kept saying, "Oh my gosh, there's a clone of you on TikTok," and because y'all are the exact same. And I was like, "Whatever." This for months, and then of course I was seeing your videos, but I didn't know who she was talking about. And then she kept saying, "Do you follow Chanci or whatever?" And I'm like, "I'm not sure." And then
A lot of times you know people, like I knew you from talking about buying cigarettes from your mama from the store,
Exactly.
like all that stuff.
Right.
If
And
you
that's
say,
me
do you
too.
know Keela and Ashley? I don't know.
exactly because that's not our names on TikTok, and that's
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Wait, it's Trailer
Park Chronicles for
Okay,
me,
yeah.
and then her, she's the Lost and Found Sisters. Yeah. But I was scrolling one day and she's like, "That's that girl like you." I was like, "Oh my God, really?" Because that's so funny that you said that because I was following you or whatever. And she's like, "She's so much like you because she's ADHD and whatever." So I don't know your like whole story, and you don't have to like, I mean, we didn't got to go.
boring.
We didn't got to do ancestry or nothing like that. But
I did that recently.
you did.
Yes.
Did
Has
you
it
do
came back?
Ancestry? Or did you do
I did.
23andMe?
I think I did Ancestry. Yeah.
Did it
came
come back?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any siblings or cousins or
I do.
daddy that you didn't know?
I knew about them and they knew about me, and now we know that we have known about each other all these years.
Siblings?
Siblings. I have two sisters.
Oh,
I have a brother
shut up.
that I grew up with, my mom's child, but I never knew my father.
Okay.
And
Oh, see, now you have to come over here. This
Well-
is you and me now.
it's,
Yes.
it's like it was like a manic episode. I was like, I'm going to meet my father. Like, I need to tell him I turned out okay. Like, look at me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You did me a favor. If you're
Yes.
like sad or guilty, you can let that go. Like, I'm not,
So do you know who he is?
I know who he is.
Okay, now is he still alive?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't, come to find out, he wasn't a great dad to them either. And they were like, we don't really want to tell him. And I was like, I don't really want to stir up any shit. It's not worth. I had a dad. Like, I had a great dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Akila.
Yeah. So it was like a moment where I
That's
was
why we went viral, was because I found 5 siblings that I never knew
Oh,
about,
gosh.
and I was an only child.
they knew me from TikTok.
And then they were like shocked, like, oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Oh, shut up. Did that? So, but they knew you before, and then they just seen
They
you on
knew
TikTok.
I existed before, but they didn't.
No, like your name or where you were.
I'm not sure if they knew. I'm not sure.
Oh, we should have them on and talk about it. I love this stories.
I kind of like left the conversation. Like, she was like, "What do you want to do?" And I was just like, "I've got a good life." You know?
Yeah. I mean,
and
is she?
y'all
Are
have
they
a
like?
life. It wasn't. I think I just don't want to pursue it. Like,
You don't
I'm
wanna
not even
pursue
close
them?
to my brother that I grew up with.
Yeah.
Like, we're not. I am close to the people that live in my house. I have a very small.
Circle, yeah, that makes
Circle.
sense.
Yeah. Oh.
And
Have you been hurt? Like, have you been hurt?
Have I been hurt? I'm just real protective of who I let in my space, and people are hurt. Hurt people are hurt, and people I don't.
Well, yeah, and that's smart
Not
of
to
you.
say that they are,
But you don't know.
I don't know, and I've got a good life, and
Yeah. See, I wish I had that. I want everyone.
I used to be a people pleaser, and
I'm
for a
not a-
while I was like thinking like I need to,
I'm the
just give
opposite.
them their
Like, I'm not a
closure, but
people pleaser, but I want to fix people. So I want people to
I gotta
like.
fix myself.
Oh, girl, I'm broken as all hell. Get out. But I'm like, yeah, let's just don't worry about my shit. Let's worry about yours. Like,
You
so.
would fit like you can be in. We call it the board. It's a board. There's a group of girls, but you'd fit right in. You'd fit right. You need a good project piece. That's what I tell 'em.
Always.
Boy, y'all love some fucked upness.
Yes, and I think it's because I like the whole like I like when I find someone that I can relate to. I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool that you like have the same kind of whatever, whether it was a marriage or childhood or whatever. And then I want to give what I have because I have a beautiful life too now.
Yeah.
Like I have a home. I don't have a home. Well, no, I mean, well, I'm currently not homeless, and I have a husband.
That's something to be proud of.
And I just adopted 2 toddlers. And then I have 2 older kids, and they're doing good. And I don't want to say like I'm like successful,
That's
but I've
Pretty
like accomplished
successful.
right, especially because like I came from trailer parks and being homeless and sleeping on, and so not that I like have cracked the code to it, but I've figured out like what makes me happy, and I'm like, it's not necessarily like the whole materialistic of
Oh,
it.
I know what you're
It's like the internal journey. So I want to give that to other people. When people are like, oh my God, she wronged me, I'm like, who cares? Let her. Just
Yeah.
let them.
Somebody flipped me off in traffic today. Phoenix said, "Mom, he gave you the finger," and I was like, "And I hope he has a great day."
Right. Yes, exactly.
Because that ain't got shit to do with me.
Exactly.
He's not even mad
exactly.
at me.
But like
that is
10 years ago, put my car in park. I'm fighting with the toddlers in the back. Don't
Step
give
out.
a damn. Yeah, don't give a damn.
Grown
Now I'm
man.
getting
Not me. I picked a fight with a grown man at the Wilson County Fair.
We've all done it here at this table.
Oh yeah.
We've all got.
I'm not even like a fighter, but
Yeah.
he was like, he was being disrespectful in line. There was young girls and
Yeah.
stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
My husband was like, he is way bigger than both of us.
Right. Right.
I'm like, well,
Yeah.
somebody's gonna say something.
That's right. And it's gonna be me.
It's gonna be me every time.
Yeah, I would literally be looking at people like, do you want to say something smart? Because I'll slap piss out of you and your granny. But now I'm
I
like,
can't fight, but
thank God. I don't know if
got
I can
some
fight
shit
or
to say
not.
always.
But I'm
My
about to-
mouth can though.
girl.
That's what's
Yeah, that's scary.
it's
But
scary.
thanks to Prozac and a lot of like
Rick
self.
Salty.
Yes, a lot of I don't want to say like self-help books, podcasts, like
Reflection.
yes, has literally like I'm like, who cares?
Who cares?
Let them.
People only like it's projecting, you know?
Yes,
Like
yes.
like you project positivity
Yep.
because you are genuinely
Yep.
happy and
Same.
positive.
And if they don't,
People
you're like,
project what they are.
so here lately, I'm like, sorry, I can't like, I used to, I'd get upset over like everything and offended and like, I can't believe she done that. I'm like, whatever.
I'm probably
going
gonna
to
overreact about it.
Now, sometimes I am an overreactor
It might be a mediocre
situation.
overreaction, you know?
Oh, okay,
Like
okay.
Like me saying, "Oh, he can have a great day." Like I'm.
Oh yeah, and tomorrow I may wake up and cuss the damn, I mean, anybody. But today I'm all right. Today I'm okay. But yeah, it can kind of fluctuate, and it just depends on. However, my daughter called me last night, and she's on a cruise, and she was.
Is she having fun?
Yes. Well, yeah, and she was bitching
I would be
about her.
terrified on a cruise. I've got control issues.
Okay.
They won't take you home.
No, they
You know, what if
won't.
you're not having fun and you're like, I want to go home, and they're like,
Oh,
we
it's
don't
so
care.
much fun. It's
There's-
the
yeah.
best
Yeah.
vacation ever.
Well, she's like having issues with her boyfriend, and normally I'm like, it's not
They're
a
on
big
a
deal.
cruise together.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, and with his family, and
His family?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's cute. Why is she having the issues?
Well, normally I would just be like, who cares? Last night I was like, I'm fucking texting him. Fuck him. I'll text his mama because I done text his mama.
text his mama.
Yes, because I done text his mama and said, look, my child is, it's that time of the month and she's real sensitive. She probably gonna pop off at the mouth.
She is so sensitive right now. She
I
told
said
me
it-
the other day, Saturday, she said, I cried when Mike Tyson come
She
out at
did.
the fight.
She just-
And
yes.
I was like, why?
I heard a lot of several
She
people on
said
TikTok
because
said
he's
they
so
were like,
old.
I can't watch
empathizing
the
with
fights.
them.
She
I
said
can't
he
watch
did
either
not
at home.
need to be fighting. She's
Yeah, I
like, he's
can't-
an old man.
I can't watch them. I can't watch people fight. I can't watch fights.
I don't like
I don't like it
actual
either.
conflict. Not us growing up.
No, me either. Me either. And that's I think because
I don't like actual.
No, and, I mean I don't. If it's me, that's fine.
Me,
I
yes.
don't want it to be somebody, but I can't watch somebody else. No, I cannot do it. Like I can't watch boxing, MMA,
No,
none of that.
I don't. Matt, I can't watch TV with Matt because he likes to watch drama,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always so
intense.
intense.
Yeah.
And it's I
Yep.
like I feel television.
Right.
You
Because
know?
you're an empath. Like you're
Yes,
like
I
empathetic.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
My husband does Krav Maga, which is martial arts.
Yes.
And I've never watched him like perform because I'm not sure how I'm going to react
Yeah.
to like, because then I'm going to be like, that little son bitch took a cheap shot. And then, I'm going to be like, the idiot in the crowd that's like, not, I mean, it's not even like a competition, but whatever. Anyway, so I've never watched him. He wants me to do it. And I'm like, yeah, I could. I don't think I'm going to be, first of all, I don't take I don't take anything serious. Nothing.
Me either.
Nothing. Court, laughing, funerals, laughing. I just don't take anything serious. So I can't imagine them being like, okay, jab, because I'm like, and they're going to be like, okay, you're not taking this. And I'm not. And then he's like, I said, and then when I get into a fight, I'm going to be like, okay, hold on, because I've got to, hold on. I got to remember I can't remember shit. I don't know if I remember how to do this right. I said, it's just better if I just start, I don't know. Whatever.
Yes.
So
Step one.
right? Because I'm gonna be like, hold on, I'm not centered yet.
That's why I can't fight either.
Right, I'm never going to be able to remember what the hell they teach me. So I'm not going to spend the money to do it because it's really expensive to like have a membership or
Be
something.
trained.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I
My
said,
son wants to do jujitsu.
well, Krav Maga is kind of jujitsu ish.
Ish.
Yeah. My
Sound
husband.
related.
Yeah, he has like a black belt in like Aikido or Aiki
Okay.
Jiu-Jitsu, and they don't have that near us anymore. So Krav Maga is like the
Okay.
next step or something. But anyways, I think I just show up like every 3 months. They have like a little get together, make everybody laugh, get drunk, go outside, smoke cigarettes, and then that's my contribution to the group. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm not one to stand in there and learn actual self defense because I don't. Because I'm the dumbass that if you try to rob me, I'm like, I wish the fuck you would. Get my hard-earned money. No, the hell you ain't. And then I'm going to get stabbed or shot, but it's fine, whatever. So whatever. Anyways, I'll be like, well, first of all, who hurt you?
Who hurt you?
Yes.
I know.
Hurt you? Why are you trying to steal from people? Like, don't you know how hard we work?
Yes.
So yeah, that's what it's gonna happen, and then they're gonna be like, yeah, I don't want to rob her because she's asking questions and shit. So yeah, but anyways, I can't do it. Control.
What if you got kidnapped? You'd be like trying to like.
Oh yeah, Oh yes, we're.
So how long have you been kidnapping
Yes,
people?
we are gonna deep dive into what made you get into this.
have you had?
Right, and do you feel any kind of remorse for it, or no? Like you just. Oh yeah, I'm totally. Yeah, I'm not.
Am I your favorite victim so
Right.
far?
And what made you choose me?
Yes.
Was it my charming personality? They're like, "Fuck, get out of the car."
He'd be like, I'm taking you home.
Right.
Right now, you're going home.
So yeah, if I ever got kidnapped, I'm probably totally talking
too.
to them because I mean, what else are you gonna do?
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yes. The whole ADHD thing. I don't know.
I want to hear more about this finding siblings stuff. We'll talk about that though afterwards because I'm intrigued.
Yes.
It's been like 4 or 5 months ago.
Did you talk about it on TikTok?
No.
No.
I really it was like a thing and it
Blew over.
So which
It was
video
like a
of
hyper focus,
yours,
and now I'm over it. Yep.
which video
Did
of
it.
yours went
Got the
viral?
and
answers.
it literally hasn't crossed my mind. It's just like a messenger message
you
that
did
is
it, it's
30.
done.
It's like
Do you
cell
forget
phones,
people? Like,
that if it's out of sight, out of mind.
And they'll come in and you're like, oh my God, I never think of her. I'm not going to say who because they probably
I
listen.
had to tell I have to explain to my like family members, like, it's not that I don't love you. It's that if I don't see you,
right.
I don't think of you.
No.
Like
Right.
things happen throughout the day and I'll be like, oh, my dad, I should text my dad. And then I don't.
Yeah. But then do you actually ever like text them and then you're like fully engulfed in them?
Yes, and they think you're manic and psycho because you actually do follow through with them. Like, hey, I just wanted to tell you.
Yes.
Like one time I texted my dad, it was like, I just want to thank you for moving us out of our hometown.
Yeah.
Like I was having a moment where I was like, if I would have stayed there, I know what would have happened. Like I know who I would have, I know what would have become of me.
Right.
And we made a transition and I hated him. I hated him because he moved me out of that town. I hated him because he moved me to Murfreesboro.
Where are you from? Like, you don't have to say like the actual like.
Sandersville, Georgia. It's okay because nobody's heard of it.
Okay.
It's about this big.
When did you move to Murfreesboro?
When I was 15.
Okay. So
it was
like high school.
Freshman year, like I started 2 weeks after school had already started. Like it was traumatizing.
Yeah. I switched schools a lot.
What
so I,
school?
Pissed at my parents. I went to Oakland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I even graduated early. I started working in the salon though. Me and my mom worked in the salon together and I graduated early, went to hair school.
So you did hair or do hair? You don't do it anymore?
I don't do it anymore. I did it up until like a year ago.
And why did you
I
quit?
quit in October. It was a year in October. Because I'm old and my body is like, it's so hard on your body.
Yeah,
My
it's
hip,
so hard.
I'll be going to the chiropractor once a week. And and it's just hard on your body.
For sure. Yeah. Did you stand 1 foot off the mat? Is that why your hips messed up?
I think from having my son, I slept on the couch when I was pregnant with him. I
find myself standing 1 foot off of the mat. Sometimes I'm like, oh God, I'm really going to be screwed. If I keep doing that. So I wondered if that was a thing because my sister is always on her mat, but sometimes I'm halfway off and I'm like, oh shit, I'm really going
The
to.
shampoo chair is what, like, do you shampoo to the side or do you shampoo in front?
Side.
I cannot do it. I've always shampooed from behind.
Yes.
Shampooing from the side is.
Girl, I get all up in their business too.
I don't know how. It's just so awkward, like my body.
It is. Well, see, I feel like going from behind would be awkward.
I can give like have you seen the TikToks where people like the Asian?
Oh my gosh, yes. And I want to go to one of those because they have one.
Yes, there's one in Murfreesboro.
Yes.
My friend.
We need to do that head spa. My sister done it. She's bougie.
What is it? Borough Health and Wellness or whatever.
Oh my gosh, we need to do that. It's a head spa. They like an hour and a half of nothing but.
It's like a ring around your head and it like
Yes.
sprays water.
And they do like a
scalp.
Oh. Nothing but massage.
I don't like to be touched, apparently.
Well, I don't like to be touched either. I don't like massages and stuff.
I never like to get my hair done. Like, I don't even enjoy getting my hair shampooed, really. Like,
I like getting my hair done.
I like to touch my head, but I don't like anybody else to touch it.
My favorite part's the blow dryer. I like the blow dryer. I don't know why I like the blow dryer.
I was telling somebody today when I was a little girl, my mom used to pay me. She had real long hair. My mom had gorgeous, natural, curly, auburn hair. Like the color of the sweater. And she would, like, lay on the side of the couch. She would, like, drape it over the side of the couch, and she'd be like, I'll pay you if you'll come brush my hair and let me fall asleep, and don't wake me up.
I used to pay
I'll
Aniston.
pay you $1 for as many minutes as I sleep.
I used to tell.
That's good money.
I know. I mean, like, you owe me $55.
Exactly.
I didn't say a word.
I paid her $5 to do blowouts on me after showers, and she did it from, like, probably 9 to
That's good practice.
probably like 13, and then she was like, bitch, that ain't worth $5. That's worth like
$5, yeah.
And I was like, oh, sorry about that, but yeah, so I get it because I was your mom. I wanted someone to
Play with your hair. I don't like it. It's almost like
Is it like icky?
I think I've got like sensory processing disorder or something.
Oh, I definitely have some sensory issues that I'm like, okay. I got a new cat because it was kind of an accident, whatever, and I've never had a litter box before, and I don't like poop. I don't do poop, and I know like I've had babies, and obviously just getting new babies and all this. But
I had a booger on my lip the other day.
Oh my god!
Yeah, because you said.
What did you find
do
it yourself,
poop,
or did you put it on?
And all that, and me and Marcy were walking. I blow snot rockets in my jacket. This has got off subject.
No, that's great. That is funny.
You were talking about the turds.
Yes,
and I said you could rub a turd on my face, but I can't stand a booger. It was my own booger. Thank God.
I'm the opposite. Oh, I can't do.
You would rather-
I can't do poop.
Oh, I'll get your boogers all day, but don't poop on me.
Yes. I can't do poop.
Y'all
I can't do
throw
poop.
up. I can clean up your throw up.
I can't
but
do throw
don't-
up either.
Don't shit anywhere
I
around
can't.
me.
If my kid's got a snotty nose, I'm like, if you don't go blow your nose.
Or that whole like when they're breathing through their mouth, like the mouth breather, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta remove myself from the situation.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yes,
I can't do it. I can't do it.
yes. Bub, when his nose is stopped up, this is weird, and probably nobody will understand this. But when his nose is
So
stopped
glad
up,
you feel me.
and you take a picture of him, he goes. And it's like, I'm like, go blow your nose. Because it's like, and Jessica's like, what is he doing? I'm like, oh my God, it's his nose is stopped up. And she's like, how do you know? I'm like, I can tell by the way his face is. He flares his nostrils or something. I don't know. But yes, I don't like bodily fluids.
Me either.
I'm just not a.
But I do like my own, I think. Like, I like gross stuff.
Yeah.
But not somebody else's gross stuff.
Right.
A little bit gross.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I like to watch pimple popping videos, but sometimes I'm like, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Do you remember like a few years ago they had like it was supposed to be.
Like a fidget where you could pop pimples?
No, it was supposed to be an actual video of like a worm or something coming out. And it was like really, and I'm not a huge pimple popper person, but it actually was some kind of mushroom, but somebody like photoshopped it onto this video. And I thought, I was like, it was really like, I just wanted to watch it. And then they were like, that's not real. That's
I
actually.
get mad when I watch those and then nothing comes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I just wasted like 2 minutes watching.
I know.
Well, I was just
I'm
like,
like,
oh
are
my
you
God.
kidding me?
Like, you can go ahead.
I know, but
Yeah.
then nothing happens. And I'm
Yeah.
like, at least get something.
Yeah.
Like, damn,
Yeah.
it's rude.
Or if they're like, follow for part 2, you know?
Yeah.
So, how did you go viral on TikTok? Yeah, sorry.
I don't know. I mean, people ask me that all the time. How do I?
What video, like, did you.
Well, I was looking today, and you started out just doing normal, like, hair, like showing people your hair
So,
stuff.
like, my very first 10, 15, 20 TikToks were me in the salon. But it
Yeah.
wasn't me. It was just my client.
Right,
It was, like,
right.
just my client,
Right.
you know, like, transformation or whatever.
Yes.
And then I cut my own hair. That was my first viral video. I used to cut my own. I pay to get it cut now because I
And it's
can't
funny.
see.
because your second TikTok, because I went all the way back, because I hyperfocus.
I literally say that I manifested it.
Yes, because she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so famous.
Not me with 8 followers.
Yes.
I was like, I wonder what she's
I was like, I
thinking
can't
now.
go in Walmart because somebody might recognize me.
That's
She's like,
I
And I
was
don't
just
wanna-
bullshitting, you know. I was just
right.
like, not me with 8 followers.
Yeah. And so
Do
you,
you like
really
it?
did manifest it.
Do you like having all the followers?
It's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing that I don't like about it.
It's like you have friends that you don't have to talk to.
Don't like the political stuff recently. I lost like 15,000 followers, but it's
Right.
fine.
Right.
Like it ebbs and flows. Like I've just come to learn it. People are moody.
They are, and that drives me crazy that if you
Don't let it drive you crazy though. Like I am so unaffected. People are projecting.
That's true. I don't even post anymore because if I'm not posting with my sister, I don't get any views.
I try to be. I hardly ever. I try not to be negative. I try not to post negative stuff.
Yeah.
I try to be positive all the time.
Yeah.
I try not to speak negative or whatever.
But now you say
most
you
of
don't
my-
edit? You really don't edit anything?
I don't like. I just turn the camera on and spill my guts, and then sometimes I have second thoughts about it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then I'll
Yeah.
be like, no, and then I'll wait, and then it may come out differently a couple hours later. But I don't ever like edit the.
Yeah, I don't either because that's the thing. Like I feel like I've never
That's how I built a following too. Is just being
raw.
authentic, you know. And I say some shit sometimes, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. But
See, I always feel like we have to be edited because this mouth, you never know what comes out of it. And
yeah.
That's relatable though. That's what I get all the time. Is like it's so relatable.
Yeah,
but
that's
I've never done videos without my siblings too. So
I literally just post videos of like random
thoughts and
and people follow me because they're like the one I just did most recently was me not being able to go to sleep because I had to text my friend Denise to tell her when I said you smell good. I didn't mean I said you smell good. You smell like my stepmom. My stepmom is 47. Denise is also not an old lady, and so I didn't want her to think that I was saying she smelled like an old lady.
Right.
And so I couldn't go to sleep. I had to text her and say,
yeah,
the other day when I
clarify.
said you smell good, I
Yeah.
meant you smelled good.
Yeah, that's me.
My stepmom's 47.
and she smells good
And
too.
she smells good. But I didn't want you to think I said you smell like an
Right.
old lady. And she was like, I took that as a compliment.
Right.
But everybody's like, so our brains are exactly the same. Like, that's what everybody says. Like, that's,
Yes, I'm an overthinker like that too. That's the dumbest. I have a friend.
I wear an overthinker sweatshirt.
Oh, I need that.
It's on the
I just
TikTok
seen
shop.
that today.
Are you an overthinker? I don't think you do.
I don't know. I mean, it just depends. Like most of the time, I just really don't
Yeah.
rat's ass what people
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
I don't really care. Well, mine is here's the thing.
Now, if I think I hurt somebody's feelings or something, then
the old me is not. The old me doesn't give a fuck about what anybody thinks, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like a part of me doesn't like. I never want to be offensive, and like,
Mm-hmm.
and I say things that sometimes are,
Could be taken.
or just things that no one's ever really taught me to question, you know. And so then I am super self-conscious sometimes
Yes,
about
me too.
when I say things, which is another reason I don't like podcasts. Because it's recorded, and I'm always just being
Real.
myself.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But you'll fuck around. I'll fuck around and say something that I'll look back and say, "Oh God, I had no idea." Like
Yes.
I can't even.
happens all the time. I'm like, you have to take that
I can't
out.
even give you an example.
But he
because
don't take it out. We tell him to, but he don't take it out. He don't take anything out.
He would if we really.
I mean, like he
wanted
would
him
with
to.
like a guest just because, but like if it's us, he ain't taking shit out. We done, and like I done said, Winona Judd was high on the thing.
She did.
And then Keela's like, Ashley, you can't say that. And I was like, well, she was high. I know she was high. But anyways,
When she came out with Jelly Roll singing and she couldn't walk.
I don't watch TV.
Oh, that's right.
it was like a year or two ago.
She's
Been through some things.
Well, and I think she's talked about. She has a history of substance abuse. Maybe
Yeah, she has to.
I
Because
think she's talked about that before.
so
Or no,
Her daughter. Her
Yeah,
daughter does.
one of 'em-
Yeah.
yeah.
take that out because not me
Well, that's okay. You didn't say she
talking
actually
shit
did.
about somebody.
No, but I said
Well, I
this.
think one of them.
My mom was a drug addict, so like I'm really good at like picking out
So was I.
like she's on opiates or something, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, she's high as a damn. I'm like, she's fucked up.
Yeah.
And Keela was like, no, she wasn't. I was like, she is on something that made her mouth so freaking dry, and maybe it's blood pressure medicine, but she was high too. Like she couldn't like.
She probably ate a gummy. I mean,
Well,
it's happened to us all.
Then that could
It's
have
happened to me.
Yeah.
that could have
I
happened
get
too.
caught in
but-
mouth like a motherfucker from 5 ants.
Well, we do
also.
too from our. That's what I
Yeah.
said.
Also, I am like perpetually parched. I can't even believe it. That's a mouthful.
That was really good too. You
Perpetually
sounded
parched.
you sounded really
That was
intelligent. We also that's what I said. We're on ADHD medicine, so
I
we know
never
what it's
drink
like.
water. My
I don't
husband,
either.
he'll be like, "Bitch, if you don't order a Pedialyte, like my skin."
Oh, mine too. Yes, I'm not a water drinker.
I just don't like it. I
don't
don't
either.
drink it. I can eat a meal and be like, I didn't get anything to drink.
Yep. So you were an addict. Oh, okay. Wait, we'll back up because we were talking about overdoing shit and trying to fix people and
Yeah.
and projects. Today, this is what I do to myself. I add just more stuff to the plate, just more stuff, and like I don't even have time for the shit that I have now. Like period. But today I'm like getting ready or this morning, and I was thinking that the mom to the babies that I have is
Yeah.
incarcerated in my hometown, and she wrote a letter and she said that. Or maybe she told me on the phone that they don't have NA classes, but the boys do have NA classes. So I talked to the administrator, which I'm friends with, and I was like, why do the women not have
Why don't they have recovery in there?
Well, he said we don't have a woman thing. So immediately I'm like, I got to figure out, I got to get them recovery in there. And then I'm like, Ashley, you don't need nothing else on your plate. But like, my dad has a recovery house in Nashville, and like he's been sober for like 31
That's what
years.
my husband does.
Oh, really?
He's 15 in Murfreesboro.
Really? Well, my dad lives in the one that he does or whatever. And so I'm thinking like, I'm going to call my dad and my dad's going to get together and we're going to get this. I'm like, oh my gosh, stop adding on shit that because last night or 2 days ago, I decided I was going to paint a mural on my little girl's bedroom wall. So of course I had to do that.
You're painting it?
Yeah.
Oh, she paints so good though.
Oh yeah. And like I'm painting it and like I designed it, all the things. And then today I'm painting. I'm like, my house is a damn wreck. But I'm in here painting because this is what gives me dopamine and I don't really care about the rest of it. So,
Yeah.
but I'll like, I'm in there thinking like, I need to do that. Like I need to get them NA meetings for the women there and whatever. I need to take care of that. Like, what the fuck, Ashley? And I'm not a recovering addict, so I don't think I would qualify to actually host them. Plus I have connections with people who are in there. But I was like, this is what I do.
Connections.
Literally, like
I
everybody
was
in
like-
there. If they're not like a cousin, I'm not raising their kids.
Small town.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the same way. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Are they still there in your hometown?
Yep.
Is the trial over?
No, they haven't even set a trial date. They go back the 13th for, don't even know what that is. They don't even know what their 13th is for.
So is there a chance that they could still go to trial and it? I mean, I'm sure
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not ever going to get dropped.
Oh,
But,
yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a chance that they could just walk out. Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
they still can't come back and get the kids.
Right.
Like it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The babies are mine. Done deal. They're mine. Their birth certificate looks like I birthed them. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. No, that'll never change. But
So when I met Ashley, she loves kids. Like she was taking people's kids home.
but
from
I don't
church.
like kids. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I
Like
like my kids.
I don't like kids, but go ahead. Sorry.
I was never gonna have kids.
But I was every weekend. I'm like, hey, do you want to do this? Well, I'm taking these kids, from church. I'm just gonna bring them home for the weekend. I'm like, you're just taking somebody's kids home for the weekend? Yeah, I just want to go home and just play with the kids.
And again, I need to show them that y'all are living a really rough life, but it doesn't have to be like this. Like I also lived a really rough life, and not that I'm rich or anything, but I have. I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but I do have a garage refrigerator. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's huge.
Yes, and
I'm
that's
middle class myself.
right?
You know?
So I'm like,
I don't have a refrigerator garage.
Oh,
a
you
garage
don't?
Refrigerator.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I don't mean to boast.
We drink room temperature drinks.
Okay. My mom was very weird about that, but so I have a garage refrigerator, so I want to show them that you can be at the pits of hell,
Yes.
but you can get out of it, and that's why I feel the need to
Yes. So she was taking home
Take kids.
everybody's kids. And then she called. She's like, oh, my gosh, I got these two kids. And, I was at Disney and somebody called and was like, hey, do you want these kids? And I'm like, I guess I got to take them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My husband was like, no, we're not taking them. I was like, but we're taking them. He was like, no, we're
I
not.
literally had a godson in my house for 6 years.
Yeah.
I literally took a kid.
Yep.
I mean, he changed I would do it again.
Yeah.
I mean,
some
y'all
kids
are
need
better
a-
than I am because I mean,
Oh no! On the way up here, I'm
when Christy
thinking.
got cancer, I'm like, bet you better get better because I ain't taking them. I mean, I ain't
Oh no!
always- I
On the
have
way
these
up here, I'm
kids,
like,
but
oh
it's
my
fine.
god, I've got so much to do. I miss Bub's urologist appointment. I've got some. I'm like, oh my god, I'm starting over because I had 3 months where my son moved out because he was 19. He moved out, so I had from July to September. Maybe that's 2 months. I don't know. But anyways, where I turned his room into my crafting art, babe cave, and then I got the babies. So I did have 2 months of it was cool. It was
Yeah.
really cool. I didn't have to cook supper or don't have to clean because there's nothing to clean.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool. And then on the way up here, I was daydreaming about that, about how my house was clean. I have workers at my house because my house flooded and whatever. They were there today. I didn't know they were coming. So the house was a wreck. And I actually cleaned it yesterday, but last night we watched The Grinch
Yeah.
and there's shoes everywhere. And I'm like, I swear, y'all, because I know they think that we're nitpicking on everything, hey, you missed a spot. But I was like, we actually do take pride in our home. I know you can't tell because there's shit everywhere. But I swear, 2 years ago, before the babies came, it was beautiful and it was nice and I loved it and it was home. Sorry that there's.
It flooded? That sucks.
Yep, my daughter was mopping behind the toilet and hit the cutoff valve and broke it off.
Oh, no.
Mhm. And then I went to cut it off at the road and that was also broke. So, yeah, it flooded the whole house. So, yeah,
We
just
did
moved
that
back.
the cutoff by the road is the tricky thing. My
Yes.
husband told me that one time. Our hot water heater was leaking,
Mm-hmm.
or a pipe busted in the garage going to the hot water heater, and I was like, fucking spraying water
Yes,
in the garage.
yes.
There's
Yeah.
also the thing where you plug we have a golf cart. I don't have a refrigerator, but I've got a golf cart.
See, you are that's I think that's
one-upped
bigger.
ya.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
bigger than their garage refrigerator.
But it almost got, it was plugged in. I was like, there's water. We're going to have some electrocution. I'm
Yes.
about to get cooked. Make it stop.
Then he
was
told
like,
you to go?
You got to go to the road and turn the water off. And I was like, negative.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Yeah,
Also, it was snow. Oh, I couldn't find it.
right. Well, my husband said it's 1 foot off the road, and of course I fell in that whole
Do I look
9,000.
like a tape measure to you, bro?
I'm 1 foot off the road with my dress on. I mean, on my knees, ripping up grass. It's 5 feet off the road. So, anyways, and I fell in that same hole 9,000 times, but I could not. I was just blank. Whenever I'm not good in chaos
I
situations.
know where mine is now.
Right, me too.
But it was. I mean, it was
Mm-hmm.
snow. There was a lot of snow.
Yeah, so that's what happened,
Yeah.
and we just moved back in our house, and it's a disaster. And yeah, well, my babies are 3 and 5, so 13-ish years, I should be getting back to normal, and so yeah, there's always that. But on the way up here, I was like, that was really cool when you had nothing to do. And you were like, I can watch whatever I want to.
It's boring. Like
It is boring. And I said to my husband, which is why I jumped on when they called me about the babies. I was like, absolutely, because, what better way, I like to fix things. And I'm like, this would take up some time because I didn't know how much time, but yeah. Yeah, it is boring because I'm like, once you got the house clean and,
my house stays clean. I don't, since I left the salon, I just stay home. And Phoenix he went back to school. He goes to public school. So I take him to school in the mornings because the bus comes so early. I drop him off and then I just wait for them to get home.
Yep.
Raina is she's done with my shit. She's not, I say, do you want me to take you to school? And she's like,
How old is she?
She'll be 12 next week.
And how old is Phoenix?
7.
Okay, so you still got a little one. I mean, he's not tiny, but
and he still loves me. He
Yes.
leans in for head kisses in the mornings.
Yes.
And
Yes.
like that. And she's...
So, how long have you been sober?
Thank you for staying around for all of our crazy.
Be sure to like, follow, and share with everyone you know.
Even them whores you don't like.
And leave us a 5-star review.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, bitches.